chart analysis. In this channel, I will be analyzing the market structure, telling us our current position in the price chart, and predicting the possible next move of the market. But first, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and put on the notification to be notified when next I drop a new video. In this section, I'll be analyzing Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency in the crypto space. This is the Bitcoin price chart. I've mapped out the market structure. I will be analyzing the market structure. Starting from this point where the market started the rally. December 2020, the market started rallying from this point to this point. And note, after every break of structure, there is always a pullback. I'm using the yellow to map out major structure, which is daily time frame, while I'm using the red to map out minor structure, which is the 4 hours time frame. Okay, I'll be starting from this point, December 2020. The market started rallying, and always remember that after a break of structure, the market will back. This is the break of structure, and these are pullback. The bullish is our impulse move. The bearish becomes the pullback move. So from here, the market rallied again, break structured, and rallied to this point, giving us higher high and higher lows. So after rallying for a period of time, the market broke structure and pulled back to this point. At the moment, the bulls have the strength in the market. After then, the market broke structure again, gave another higher high. After this higher high, we expected a pullback, which it will always happen. The market pulled back to this point. We expected another break of structure, telling us that the bulls are still in control of the market. Market broke structure again to the upside. After this break of structure, expecting a pullback. Instead of a pullback, the market gave an impulsive move, which break this structure to the downside. We have seen a change of character, breaking an upside and a downside. Now the bear now becomes the impulsive move, while the bull becomes our pullback. After breaking structure to the downside, the bulls now becomes pullback. And after this pullback, some market again rally to the downside. From this point, the market came to this point. The bears are now in control of the market. The market pulled from $59,000 down to $28,000. Then from there, we are expecting a pullback, and the market now pull back. But instead of a pullback, the market broke structure to the upside, telling us that the bulls are now in control of the market. After every break of structure, remember, we should be expecting a pullback. The pullback now came to this point, just a minor pullback. The now came into the market again, rallied the market to the upside from this point, that is from 57,000 down to 69,000. Then expecting a pullback. Instead of a pullback, the market rallied the downside, breaking structure to the downside. Now, bears are now our impulsive move, while the bulls are now pullback move. So for the pullback, the market pullback to this point. From there, we saw another break of structure to the downside. Then the bears are now in control of the market. Confirmed that they are now in control of the market. They break structure again to the downside. Then we expected another pullback move, and the market pullback from this point to this point, from this lower low to this higher low. That is from 32,000 to 48,000. For us to know that the bulls will be in control, this lower high must be broken. But as long as this lower high is not broken, that shows the market still remains bearish. And from that point, the market, it broke structure again to the downside, and this now becomes our pullback. But the pullback was so minor, push price to the downside, breaking. After breaking this structure to the downside, now the market is in between this range. So now between this swing, now currently now we know that on our major time frame, market broke structure to the downside, telling us that we are still bearish, but on a pullback phase. Now let's move to our lower time frame. On our lower time frame, which is the 4 hours time frame, on the higher time frame, we are on the pullback phase, while on the lower time frame, which is our 4 hours, happening, the minor structure happening here is this swing, this lower high and this lower low. So now market pull up, it rallied from this point to this point, then expecting a pullback. Always remember that after every break of structure, we should expect a pullback. So now the market rallied from this point to this point. It broke structure at this point. After breaking structure at this point, the market rallied down and did not take out this. As long as this higher low is not taken out, we're still on a bullish trend. From there, market rallied again from this point to this point, break another structure. After breaking this structure, we expected a pullback, and the pullback did not take out this structure. As long as this pullback is not taking out this higher low, we're still on a bullish trend, and K continues giving us higher high and higher low. From there, market broke structure again to the upside, gave us this pullback, which is this higher low. Market broke structure to the downside, telling us now that the bearish are in control of the market. So now the bullish now becomes pullback move. So after the market broke structure to the downside, we expected a pullback, and this was actually the pullback. The market now broke structure again to the downside. We expected a pullback, and yeah, market pullback, but instead market broke this lower high that gave us this lower low. market broke it down, market broke the structure and gave us an higher high. At this point, we know that the bullish are in control, but we're expecting a pullback for us to know whether the bullish are still in control. Instead, market broke structure again back to the downside, telling us that now the bears are in control. So now the market is in between this swing. That's on our minor time frame. The market is in between this higher high and this lower low. And if you notice, market has been ranging for a very long time in this period. So guys, on our higher time frame, market broke structure to the downside. That's between this lower high and this lower low. On our major time frame, market just broke structure to the downside, telling us that bears are in control. But at this phase, we are actually at the pullback stage. Coming back to the minor structure, which is our 4 hours time frame, we've been seeing series of higher high and lower highs. But at this point, market just broke structure again to the downside, telling us that bears are still in the market. But on our major time frame, market just broke structure to the downside, telling us that the bears are in control of the market. We are on a pullback phase. For us to know that the bulls will be in control of the market, on our minor structure, market has been giving us series of higher highs and higher low. But market broke structure to the downside, telling us that the bears are in control. The bulls came back to the market, did not last for a while, and the bears took back the market to the downside. But on this swing, currently on our minor time frame, we're actually between this higher high and this lower high, just breaking this structure. Now market is on a pullback phase. The market is on a bearish trend. Our major structure broke structure to the downside. Our minor structure broke structure to the downside. Both major structure and minor structure are on a pullback phase. So guys, drop your comment in the comment section. Do you think this supply zone on the lower time frame will pull back the market to the downside, or do you think this other supply zone will push market to